Welcome to the Geeks 31 Days of Horror for Halloween. And this is Lil.
This is Steve.
And this is Sean.
And we are back to close out our Maniac Cop series with Maniac Cop 3, Badge of Silence.
When the violent...
This filthy creep's gonna make us rich.
...can't be controlled. When the guilty can't be caught. When the lawless can't be stopped. The only hope left.
I saw a symbol in the dirt.
Is Robert Davey.
The symbol of anti-justice.
Is a cop who's ready to raise a little hell.
I need your very special kind of darkness.
From the darkest powers of creation.
Want to know about resurrection?
Comes a
I love the sets.
more powerful than light.
That was the best scene
More
in the whole
lasting
movie.
than death.
Or that.
He has returned
Who's in there?
as judge, jury, and executioner.
Oh my God.
I know what I saw.
To enforce the law
Where is he? You'll find him.
with a vengeance. But now, the only way to end the massacre is
That
to
was the best
destroy
scene.
That was great. Oh,
the
that was
madness.
Finish it.
Damn. They're just showing up. They just love showing the
Again,
whole
the whole
goddamn
movie.
The Maniac Cop is back.
Well, the voiceover wasn't as good on this trailer as the second one. But they kept, well, there was no cool lines. There was no cool, like, again, ever, never again.
Yeah.
But, like,
Yeah, I get it.
but they kept their word about showing you the whole movie before you see it. So,
I mean, they did show the whole damn thing. So a priest practicing the voodoo arts of resurrection.
I'm sorry. What the fuck was his fucking? What was the reason for that? There was no reason for it.
we never got
Plot.
there.
Plot. Resurrects Matt Cordell, who takes his badge and comes back from the dead to do his bidding. What bidding? I still don't know.
No.
Starring again Robert Davey, Robert Zadar, Caitlin Dunaway, Gretchen Becker, Paul Gleason, Jackie Earle Haley, and others. Why Jackie Earle Haley has got so much screen time in this movie? I have no idea. But again, another fun. I get it, but another fun, ridiculous movie. This should have been called Bride of Maniac Cop because that's kind of where this was going. And but yeah, I mean, we gave the first two a hero. This is in the same vein. It's a hero. Like, it's just ridiculous, over the top hilarity. I give it a hero. Steve.
I also give it a hero. I think that this one just ramps up the crazy. Like, it's even more like, why is this happening? I don't fuck. Who fucking cares? Why is he so obsessed with this lady? Did I miss something? No, I didn't. Okay, we're just going with it. Sean, the cop in this movie is so far out there. He's wearing a leather jacket and a fedora. It's fucking great. He's got that giant gunslinger belt hanging off of his hip.
Yeah.
This shit is wild. There's a couple of really inventive kills in here that I thought were fun. And the stunt team, again, did some really cool shit. They also found the longest bridge in eternity to film the finale on. It's kind of right around the same time they filmed that plane landing scene in Fast 6. Like,
dude,
that bridge was just forever.
But fucking dude, that fucking end scene was fucking really fucking cool though. Like,
It was awesome. There's a lot to. This is just more crazy, more
Great
bananas. The cop is here. We get a little flashback from episode 1 or from movie 1, but not any full scenes.
We still get the full shower scene for the most part.
Again, not when he's fighting them and they're cutting his face and all that shit again.
They trim it down, but it's still the same scene.
It is.
Yeah, you see when he's walking in, but you don't see like the whole shower fight. That's what I was tripping on in part 2. Like, god damn, you're showing the whole thing.
I get that. Yes. So, Sean.
Oh, it gets real for me too. It doesn't get the great big hero like two because I think 2 probably I think 2 is better than all of them, but to me, this one is probably the last one. But it was still a hero though.
Yeah. It's the last one.
Yeah. Well, maybe they may be doing a number 4. They said.
Well, I mean, there's been rumors for it for a long time, but Robert Zadar has passed, and
he could still.
I think it'd be more of a reboot. Or
you don't think that you can put anybody in that mask he was wearing?
Yeah,
it's not like it was his face.
But he is the Maniac Cop.
You can make Maniac Cop 4 even fucking crazier. Like
I think you just make a new one.
You can't stick to this shit. Like you gotta go on a whole nother level with some scary shit.
But you have to do it if you're gonna do it now. You have to do it set in the 90s.
Oh,
you have to like.
It's hard to do it now though.
It's weird now. Yeah, it's weird now. I don't know. It's a little. But I guess a cop killing other cops might play well on screen. I don't know.
It might, but then he'd be a vigilante then.
It's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
That's why I said set it in the 90s. Everything's fine.
My guess is that's probably why they haven't rebooted this or continued on. Like,
yeah, I
guess gotten different. The environment's very different.
There are actually some real Maniac Cops out there. So yeah.
Yeah, they're like, shouldn't we just get them off the streets? I don't know. they need their own film now, huh? All right.
Spoilers.
One of my favorite kills is when the Maniac. So I'm just jumping, but the Maniac Cop is standing outside the hospital, and that one guy's like, "Is that where that cop is staying? What are you, some fucking sort of cowboy or something?" He's like talking shit to him. And the Maniac Cop turns around, grabs him, throws him into the air, then whips his gun out and fucking pow pow pow.
like a target practice.
Like 6 times, nails him in the chest, kills him midair. That was awesome. And then he like puts it back in his little side holster, just like a cowboy would. That shit was fucking awesome.
Oh, fucking great.
I was like, he's got a sense of humor. This is great. He's like, cowboy, huh? I'll show you fucking cowboy.
Well, the other thing too with this movie, it's almost like it's the next day again.
It is
because
it starts at the funeral.
It does. It starts at his funeral that they showed in the last movie. That's what I'm saying. Like they're pulling
Fast and the Furious moves. Like, hey, you remember that funeral? You didn't know this, but off screen there was a guy doing this incantation. We're going to show you that in the next movie. It was Jason Momoa.
He's doing his voodoo, and then you see the scene where he bursts through to get his badge, and then he's back. It's like, wait, there's no time passed. Like Robert Davey just didn't even get to take a nap yet. He hasn't even eaten dinner. He's just now again.
But Robert Davies is a dumbass because he continues to think that bullets will affect this guy.
Well,
he never stops shooting him.
Never. It don't make no sense to me. Like, bro, stop shooting, dog. Like, you clearly know it doesn't work.
I like how he sends the news guys out, get out of here. You're gonna go find something else, and this is where we get this cool like Jackie Earle Haley convenience store robbery scene. When people again the physics when people get shot is hilarious. Like he shoots a guy and he goes from like kneeling on the ground to like flying backwards 12 feet through a plate glass window and into a car. You're like, I love this shit. Yes, this is awesome.
Well, and the main, not even the main girl, but the main plot device girl.
Who is she? Are we supposed to know her?
Well,
she's just a new cop.
She's just new, we meet her in the shooting range.
In the shooting range, yeah.
And then she comes out with like a semi-automatic weapon to stop this.
She's got a fucking Tommy gun, like a goddamn untouchable. She's over there, like Al Capone. She's like,
yo,
holy shit!
I'm like, what fucking cop has a fucking Uzi that like?
And this cop should not, because she looks like a fucking wide-eyed deer in headlights the whole time. Her eyes are bugged out. She's like,
well,
"Ooh."
That's part of the reason. Like even with like, yes, she was shot first and should have done this cheating, and the news camera guys that like set this whole thing in motion were totally in the wrong, and it was so stupid. What news report? Like, this is like TMZ before TMZ, because they just spliced some shit and then just threw it out there like, oh, this is what really happened in the story, and it's like, whatever. But she comes in here out of nowhere and then falls through the ceiling.
Yeah. So at some point she left the building, got into this attic space, and was crawling around.
It's nuts. It's nuts. And then, but like the cops, like, yeah, the police force should not be like condoning what she did, because she did have an illegal weapon and everything. And then they're like, well, you know, we're dealing with, you know,
What are we supposed to fight
armor piercing bullets and blah blah blah.
Like, I don't know, your police issued gear.
Yeah, exactly.
Not fucking Tommy guns. I don't know. Like, it's not prohibition. Like, fucking relax.
Like, what the,
You're not fucking Dick Tracy over here.
Come here, wise guy. Like,
jump through the glass, come down. Like, really? You didn't break an ankle? No, nothing. Like,
No.
you just literally just jumped through fucking a ceiling. Like, no problem.
She is on actual
Cocaine.
serious cocaine, because her pupils are like this big, and her eyes are like this big.
Well, the crazy shit too is Jackie Earle Haley, like, behind her is just drinking bottles of medicine. Like,
and she's also like covered in sweat. She's about to have a heart attack, bro.
Yo,
she is fucking zooted.
Jackie Earle Haley looked like the dude he played in fucking what was the shit with Will Ferrell? Semi-Pro. He was like, hey man. Like, it looked like the same dude. That shit was wild to me. I'm gonna get high. Giant Jackie in his neck.
When did this movie come out? What year? 92?
92.
Yeah.
Damn. Jackie Earle Haley, like, he's done a good job with himself over the last 30 years.
Yeah, 92.
Like, he doesn't look that much different now than he did then.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, so then Maniac Cop just starts going on a fucking tear, you know, running around doing what he does. We spent a lot of time in a hospital that makes no sense. Like, are there other people in this hospital, or is it just this one hallway? Because there's like, later on, there's like this crazy scene where a bunch of people get shot, and like, then there's nobody there.
Yes. Like, I for a while thought we were in two different hospitals. Like, they brought Jackie Earle Haley to one hospital, the girl cop who's like on life support to another hospital. But no, I think they're like right down the hallway from each other, because it's the same female doctor that Robert Davi's been talking to. She first gets mad at him because he talked to Jackie Earle Haley and like covered up his air tube.
That was good shit.
What is that gonna do? Like,
I don't know, but it was awesome. Like, I liked it. It was like one of those old like gumshoe. Again, like, that's what I think. I think this movie, like, they had a whole set built for like another movie that took place in like a different time, and they're like, "Fuck, like, we just got to film our own shit."
Yo, see, I believe that, because I was like, he must have been on a different.
Because those ambulances didn't exist in the 90s.
No,
that's a ghost bus. That's an Ecto 2. What they had.
Oh yeah, that is, yeah. I mean, an ambulance curse, basically, what it fucking was.
But like, it was just like, there's just so many weird like sets, like the whole voodoo castle.
Yo, this motherfucker pulled a Die Hard. Like, you know, when he rolled down the fucking hallway.
Yeah, what I love. There's three guys at the end of this hallway. Well, hold on. Because
I'm sorry, I jumped. I'm sorry.
No, well, because they're just like, who's the other guy? The fucking best of the bull, get the horns. This fucking guy is back from Breakfast Club. The
lawyer.
Yeah, the lawyer guy. Remember, he was like, he convinced the doctor to murder that lady. It's like, take her off of life support. He's like, what? How about?
I got some Nick tickets for you.
It's like, oh yeah, right next to. I was like, God damn, they're just like
Oh,
doing like a mob hit right here in the hospital lobby.
Well, they got her mom to sign the forms, so now they can just go and.
Well, because well, her mom wanted her dead. They showed that earlier. Her mom was like, "Hey, if she goes to be with Jesus, just like make sure she's comfortable." You're like, what? Like, what? That's your kid in there.
Oh my god!
Well,
yo.
even when she said it to Robert Davies, he's just like, "What?"
Yeah,
He's like, "That's not in the script." He pulls out the script.
it's like cold-hearted, cold-blooded. She's like, I have a
That would
nice
be
policy
awesome.
taken out on her. So
That'd be awesome. If out of his back pocket, he pulls out the script, and you see Maniac. You just see badge of silence. And he's like, "That's not your line."
I guess.
And they pull her life support, right? I forgot. I can't remember.
No, they didn't yet. They didn't yet
pull it,
because
No,
the
because
Maniac
the
Cop
Maniac
killed him.
Got her.
Yeah, the Maniac Cop comes in and straps that guy down and sticks the X-ray machine over his face. And while I think this is a great kill, that's not how any of that works. They would get in there, like he might get like cancer, like later, like he'd get like some radiation.
This is a slow death. It's
10
10
you
years
gave
in
him
the
a
making.
brain tumor. That's fucked up. That's cool. Like that's what I thought. Like they were gonna come in and like go away, and like the end credits gonna be the doctor. Like we found a mass in your brain. Like no. Like damn, he's getting you from the grave. He's getting you from beyond.
To be continued.
No,
But
I just
here's
had a bubble face.
The crazy thing about this whole thing, the voodoo guy brings the Maniac Cop back to do what we don't know.
Yeah, he's like, I need your dark power, and he's
but
like,
the Maniac Cop wants a bride. He's in love with the cop lady.
Well, but he didn't say
for
that,
some
did he?
reason.
yeah, they didn't even say it. He just kept like doing things to like. Remember, he gets that tape, and he like breaks open fucking homeboy's car and puts it on the seat. Like, where'd you get the tape?
That was weird.
Like,
But
damn,
also-
they're actually working together now.
They are. But remember that scene before that when Robert Davey was visiting her in the hospital when she woke up for a second because the Maniac Cop was in there and she was having a dream of marrying him.
That's
And he
right.
was
They
like-
had that dream sequence.
Right.
It made no sense. It was like, what?
That's right.
So
Because
now
the
he's-
dream sequence happened, and you know what happened? I looked away because I was like, oh, fucking dream sequence. I didn't pay attention. Oh,
So she
makes sense.
she woke up. I know she woke up, right? And
Yeah,
then
she had some brain thing, and then the surgeon's like, I'm not doing any scan or anything on her. He's like, she's dead.
like, what?
Damn, that
She's
one
dead.
surgeon was. That one surgeon was fucked up. He's like, what should I do with her? Like, put her in a rock garden. Like, god damn, that's fucked up.
And then his death scene is he's going down on a nurse, and then all of a sudden the Maniac Cop comes with paddles that are attached to nothing. Like it just starts shocking him dead.
Again, that's not how any of this works. But
And then
you know.
the Maniac Cop comes in and like brushes up her leg.
Oh yeah, you like he touches her boob.
It definitely feel a touch her boob.
Oh no, he like came down on that right one. Was like,
You're just like, what? Like, is he just gonna impregnate her? Like, I was waiting. Like, no, he didn't do any of that.
no. Then he just kidnaps her,
Just kidnapped.
takes her out of the thing. But that's when we get like Jackie Earle Haley breaks out of his restraints and like kills the lawyer.
Well, he doesn't break out. The Maniac Cop leaves him a key and a gun.
That's right.
For why? I don't know.
To kill his lawyer, that was getting him an awesome. Jackie Earle Haley was going to be rich and free, and he walks out. He's like, "Bro, I just killed my lawyer." Like, dumb. You had a ticket. You had like 30 mil coming your way at least.
And another one, they're free. Like, wait, what?
But then like they get to this hall and there's this gurney coming down the hall. Just I don't know who pushed it. There's only the gurneys just rolling down the hall.
Greatest scene ever.
And they're like, what is this? It's a runaway stiff. Like, I get okay. And then like it rolls all the way up to them, and they all have guns, and they're not doing anything. And then all of a sudden, out from under the sheets, blam, blam, blam. And then not only does he start shooting these guys, he does this sick ass like backwards somersault.
Dude,
off of
that
it.
shit was awesome, Steve. That shit was awesome. That shit was awesome, dog. I gotta give him respect on that one because
he did it.
that
And
shit fucked me up when he did. I was like, oh shit.
he was shooting behind him as he rolled backwards. Blam, 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 blam. Like, Crazy.
This motherfucker wanted to be in his own fucking action movie, and he did not get it, and he's pissed about it. So he did his own thing in this movie.
But then after that boss move, Sean, he follows it up with boss move number 2. He fakes like he's jumping over the counter, and this other dude runs around the other side. But then it shows that he clips his foot on the top. It films it. It shows it so that he could stop himself and come back. And the guy comes around like, what? Where'd he go? And turns around, blam.
Yo, that shit was ill, Steve. Dog, respect this dude, dog. Like I was fuck with
tough.
him.
That was so good.
I need y'all to give him his own action film. Like, what the fuck happened?
Like the planning that went into that. Like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get on this fucking bed. But like, how do you like get the hold of the wall? Like, and then like
what happened was. He was at the Nakatomi Towers in Die Hard, and he got reassigned to the Maniac Cop of New York City.
I need a team up of this guy and fucking Die Hard. Oh, I need it.
Oh man.
So we get to the end, and the Maniac Cop steals the girl.
Well,
and this scene
how does
is
Jackie
hilarious.
Earle Haley die? How does Jackie Earle Haley die again? I'm struggling to remember.
Remember too. How did he die?
I remember he like gets out of the hall after the fight, but then I don't remember what happens to him.
I think Robert Davies just kills him.
I think so. He may have shot him.
Yeah, I don't think it was a memorable death. Because the Maniac Cop in this part is
he takes the tunnels under the
yeah, because there's this
under the
tunnel
hospital
system that goes from the hospital to this church,
to the voodoo church.
Yeah, this church that the voodoo priest is
with all this.
doing.
I love how all these voodoo churches are like have all these candles everywhere with wood scaffolding and like cobwebs. I'm like, this is such a fire hazard. Like all the dust.
But there's no electricity. That's why.
So many candles.
You need the candles to see.
Yeah,
and he's doing.
It takes so long. You have to light so many candles.
And he's doing his thing to resurrect the girl, but she won't let him. It wouldn't take. Her soul like, wouldn't come.
She's like she doesn't want to do it. And so he like murders him. He's like, "Pablam."
He did. Oh, it didn't take. Sorry. Oh, fuck.
And then he decides, after helping Robert Davies this whole time, he just decides to go after and murder him, like, and chase him down. And this is the scene because it was weird as I was mixing up 2 and 3, where he's on fire
the whole time.
The whole time.
But again, to add to our part 2 theory that he's full of gasoline or some sort of fuel of some sort, like he scoops up his bride, he's walking down the steps, and then like he falls down to his knees, and I'm like, oh shit, is this going to be like his death? Like they're going to run away, and this is going to be it. And he's like, ah, and then like it goes outside, and boom, it literally says explosion. Like shit comes flying out of the door. I'm like, what the fuck blew up? They were in a church. It blew up. There was a big boom, but then he's just chasing him. He's just chasing
in a
him
car.
on fire.
He's on fire, and I love that he like is holding on to this car.
That was awesome, dog. I was like, oh, he's holding.
You know what I hated? I hated the girl in this scene. I hated the girl in this scene.
Oh, she
was the worst, and she was saying like nonsense. She was like, "I hate this. This is unbelievable." Like
too much. Like I was like,
shut up.
You know why? Because it was off script. Robert Davies then pull out the script again. It's like you're saying the wrong lines.
Because they kept showing the same.
Robert Davies is in his own Die Hard, dog. I'm telling you, yo, he jumped into the back, threw a fucking canister into the fucking car, jumped back into the fucking front seat, had the fucking girl on the side of him like this, dog. Again, but in his own movie.
How long did it take him to throw that canister? And he's like,
well,
fucking. I'm like, what are you fucking waiting for? What are you fucking? And then like the Maniac Cop grabs onto their ambulance and he's holding it and he's like, blam, 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 empties the clip.
Again.
Reloads the clip, empties the clip. I'm like, it doesn't work.
With the girl right here, he's like this. Her shit all up in here like this. He's like this loading clip. Can't hear shit. You know she can't hear for shit because you know the fucking guns is fucking loud as shit. So like he just keep blasting it. It's not working, dog. It ain't working.
But then he figures it out.
Oh, he cuts his fucking arm on the fucking
arm off with a post.
listen. His accuracy is on fucking point, dog. Because there's no fucking way you would have been able to pull that shit off in a
Well,
fucking car.
well, they had 30 minutes to figure it out. God damn, and they kept showing the same. Reused footage in the same scene. Like you would see it, and then they 2 seconds later you see it again, and you're like, wait a second. Like, am I tripping? No, it's the movie.
No.
Like they're still at the front of the bridge, I guess. Okay, like they do these wide out shots. You're like, it does not compute. But then so they do the big. I love how he puts the car in drive, slams on the gas, the car goes absolutely nowhere, and then explodes. Like the tires are like burn. I'm like, okay, it's gonna catch at some point, right? I know it's rear-wheel drive, but like, come on.
Yeah.
Boom.
Done.
Nothing.
Explodes.
And then what does our hero cop do? Another boss move. He picks up the killer's severed arm, lights a cigarette with it as it's on fire, and throws it to the side like a piece of garbage.
Yeah. Fucking ball.
When I saw him pick up the arm that was on fire and light his cigarette, I was like,
and then he goes back.
Give this man an Oscar.
Then he goes back with his fucking leather jacket opened up and his fucking cigarette, and one arm hugs the lady. I'm like, oh my God, he's a fucking cowboy. He's like, you just hear the Wild West music and a tumbleweed should have drifted past.
That motherfucker was a boss, dog. I'm telling you right now, he's a boss.
Robert Davey.
But we already know explosions don't kill Maniac Cop, so
No, they don't.
But this box office did. So.
As evidenced by the final scene of the movie, which is Maniac Cop reaching out from under his blanket to touch the hand of the burned, crispy bride.
So weird.
But it didn't take, so I have no idea why he still won.
it did not take a little.
Necrophilia, mena. Like that's, I don't know. Maniac Cop's got boundaries.
He's got his own issues. So again, this should have been Bride of Maniac Cop, and that's.
I was thinking that this is one of those perfect franchises to be remade, but unless you make it like a serious horror comedy, I don't know how you can do it. But you could do a horror comedy and make like some really inventive kills. I mean, this shit was funny. Like, just make it over the top.
Just exactly throw in like the voodoo element, all that kind of stuff. Just throw in craziness, and you can have something fun here. But it's tough.
I don't trust anybody making movies right now.
I was gonna say I don't know who can make this movie.
They're all something's going on with movies. Wolfman, I'm looking at you, you motherfucker, you.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, that's it for Maniac Cop 3, Badge of Silence. This is Lil.
This is Sean.
And this is Steven. Until tomorrow night, everybody, keep it creepy.